Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another tool review. Today I'll be reviewing some drill bits and some flap discs from Walter. Walter recently approached me and asked me if I would review these drill bits to show them to you guys, and also this flap disc over here. And it was quite easy to accept that because I've been using their flap discs for years, and I want to say that these are the best ones I've ever used. And remember guys that I only do tool reviews of tools that I like and that I think will be of benefit to you. And here are the drill bits from Walter and the flap discs over here. These are the same flap discs. They're actually made in Germany. These are 80 grit. And I'll show you later on in the video what I use these for in my small engine shop. Now these bits here come in a nice case like this. This is nice if you leave it outside. It's well protected. And it's really awesome to have a good container like this for storage. Now I've got two sets of drill bits to show you guys today. Both are made of a cobalt blend, which means you can drill into really hard steel with these. And the first ones are part number 01-E118. And here are the sizes in the container. These are jobbers lengths, 118 degrees fractional. And these have a hex end at the end of them. And there's 29 bits altogether. Now the other set of drill bits are not hex like the other ones are. And they're part number 01-E618. They've got the same sizes as the other container. And there's also 29 bits in this container, and these are 135 degrees fractional. I'm just going to show you some of the drill bits up close. And these feel of really good quality as well. I've been using Walter products for many years, and I've been really impressed with them. And with a hex-shaped part like this, you're sure it's not going to slip in your drill. And the Walter name brand is on the bit and the size itself. And here are the round ones. And these ones here are 135 degrees. The other ones are 118. What I've done here is set up a hand drill. I'm going to drill into this piece of metal just to show you how they work when you do it with a handheld drill. And if you want to make your bits last a lot longer, guys, it does not hurt to use this rapid tap cutting fluid. And whenever you use any tools, just make sure to wear your safety glasses, guys. You just never know what can happen. Now I'm just going to put a bit of oil into my drill bit right here. Now when I drill through metal, I don't drill at full speed with my drill. I just go about half speed. Now as expected, it drilled through there quite easily. Now that's not a really thick piece of steel or the hardest steel you can get. So what I've done here on my drill press is I've set up a drive shaft, which is the most hardest steel I may end up drilling in my small engine shop here. And I've got one of their bits in. I'm not even going to use a starter punch to get it started. And I've lined it up as good as I could to the center. And I'm going to be drilling through that shaft just to give those bits a good test. And I'm also going to be using the cutting fluid as well. So I'm going to start it up and see how this bit does. So actually I'm quite impressed with this drill bit. It cut through that shaft quite easily. I didn't even start the hole with a starter punch as well. The reason I did not start it with a starter punch, I just wanted to see how good the tips were. If you need to drill somewhere and you cannot get in with a punch, to just start it up. And as you can see, the hole is nice and clean. So let's say you were fixing a drive shaft on the snowblower and you could not get an OEM drive shaft and you had to drill holes. Well, these drill bits could drill through it no problem. What I've done here is set up another piece of shaft. I think this one's harder than the last shaft I just drilled through. I just want to make sure that these bits here are well tested in the video. And again guys, this is the actual same bit that drilled in the previous shaft. And again, it went through this shaft with no problems at all. Now I'm sure that these bits will be really good to drill into some hard drive shafts. I just wanted you guys to see this in the video for yourselves. Now that I'm done showing you guys the drill bits, I will show you the flap discs and what I use them for in my small engine shop. I've got a disc here set up on one of my angle grinders, and what I use these discs for the most is to smoothen welds. I've got a piece of metal here with some welds on it. I'm just going to do a demonstration on how you can smooth these out. Now, even though these welds are on a flat surface, you would do the same if you had two pieces of metal joined together and you wanted to smooth it out. And you could actually totally remove the weld if just smoothing it out is not enough. And also it leaves a nice smooth surface as well, depending on the grit that you use. Today I'm using an 80 grit flap disc, so it's not as smooth as if you were using a higher number. But the other thing that I use the flap disc sometimes is to sharpen lawnmower blades, believe it or not. And I'm actually outside right now and I'm going to demonstrate this to you. And if you look at the blade up close, it makes a nice sharp blade again. And another thing I sometimes use the flap discs for is to clean a blade that is extremely dirty or rusty. And you can end up with a nice looking blade like this after you clean it. Sometimes using a wire brush on a grinder isn't enough when the rust is too built up, so the flap discs come in really handy for that as well. Some other jobs that I use these flap discs for are to remove paint and rust from lawnmower decks. It ends up being way smoother than using a grinding disc for sure. Now there's way too many jobs to list that I end up using these flap discs and drill bits for. However, what you saw in the video today is mostly what they will be used for. But if some of you guys are wanting to get in the small engine business and you're not sure what tools to buy, you could start by getting yourself some flap discs, some good drill bits to drill into some really heavy steel or hard steel. But I do highly recommend their products because when you want to do a job right, it's good to have the proper tools to do it. And especially like you saw in the video today, drilling into drive shafts or different shafts, you do need a good drill bit to do that. What I've done, guys, is put a link under the video to these drill bits. You can go look at them yourselves. Also, there is a link to the flap discs as well. You can read all about them. You can also locate your nearest Walter dealer through their website. There's a welding shop near where I live. It's called Lindy, and they are a dealer of Walter products. That's where I buy all my Walter flap discs to use in my shop. So if you have these drill bits or these flap discs, please comment under the video. It does help people when they're choosing products to buy for their shops. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please follow me on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and Instagram, and have yourselves a great day.